What's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you a new alumni team video. This is actually one a lot of you have been asking for. It is the Halifax Mooseheads. Now, unfortunately, they're the lowest rated alumni team we've had yet at 84 overall. I think the Erie Otters were also 84 overall, but after a couple of the recent roster updates, down 85. I know Dylan Strom and a couple others actually got rating boosts. So the Mooseheads season should be interesting. I think basically the goal here is not to finish last. Obviously, they have a sick offense. Defense, though, is really rough, and goaltending actually isn't too bad. So I'll start here just showing you guys all the details. Obviously not too big of a deal, but you can see there, Halifax Mooseheads. You also got to look at our home jersey. Kind of similar colors. I didn't spend too much time on it. The logo there, too, you can see. I use like the deer custom logo, which I'm actually a pretty big fan of. I think it's one of the nicer custom logos in this game. I'm not sure if I'd normally go with these colors, but I don't think it turned out too bad. Obviously, went with the kind of yellow color for the deer as it's more realistic. Then we added a bit of red and green there, of course, for the Halifax Mooseheads. I'm also show you guys a better look at the home jersey here, along with the away. Again, didn't spend too much time on the jerseys. There's risk of me simming through here, so probably not going to see them unless we make the Stanley Cup final and watch it or whatever. So there's the away. There's the home. I think the home's pretty sharp looking. The away, not so much, but I do like the logo. I think the logo is pretty cool. So I'll get into the franchise mode now. I'll show you guys what this team's looking like, and then we'll see if we can not finish last. So right here, you guys can see the team screen at the bottom there. You can see top three players: Nathan MacKinnon, Brad Marchand, and Jakub Voracek. I'm pretty sure that's just our first line of forwards. Obviously, going to be relying heavily on them. Honestly, though, the forwards on this team are really good. It's just defense is really, really bad. So for this, I took with the Ottawa Senators, one of the lowest rated teams in this game. I think might be the lowest. And obviously, too, we want Halifax to be in the Atlantic Division. Halifax is literally on the Atlantic Ocean, so that makes the most sense. Now, 84 overall. We're 4 overall below the next lowest team in Detroit, who's an 88. So again, our goal here is just not to finish last. There's no team rated lower than 87. So it's definitely going to be a bit of an uphill battle, I think, for us. But you never know. And no surprise here with the team status. Obviously, it's Rebuilder. Lowest rated team in the league by 4 overall. But honestly, I'm thinking maybe we can somehow pull something off. So right here, guys, as I look at the team, like I was saying, that first line there, Marchand, MacKinnon, and Voracek. Pretty stacked. I feel like this could honestly be one of the best lines in the league. I mean, you have parts of 2 of the best lines in the Boston Colorado lines with Marchand and MacKinnon. So Voracek on the other wing, obviously very good. All elite potential. You can see Voracek was 7th overall. MacKinnon obviously 1st overall 2013. Marchand was a 3rd rounder, very good pick. Then second line here, you got Meyer, Duran, and Ehlers. Meyer got boosted at a recent roster update from 81 to 85, so that helps us out a lot. He was a 9th overall, in 2015. Duran there, 3rd overall, 2013. Same draft as MacKinnon. Ehlers there, 9th in 2014. All of them actually played together on the same Halifax Moosehead team. That was the 2013-14 team, I believe. They all went off, or at least Duran and Ehlers did. Meyer didn't go off, I think, till the next year. Now, looking at the line, I wanted to play them together because they actually played together one year, but I think Hischier fits better on that second line, as he does have better face-offs. He's younger with elite potential, so he's probably got a better chance to grow. Obviously, too, another 1st overall pick, 2017. Really recently, like I'd say the last 7 or so years, Halifax has just been pumping out great prospects, mainly forwards, but still, you'll notice like most of these guys on this team are younger. So on the 3rd line here now, playing with Duran, you also got Frk and Zadina, so a couple of Red Wings, I like that. Zadina, of course, 6th overall pick last year. He also just got a boost from 76 to 80, so hope for big things from him on that 3rd line. Frk's got a cannon as well. You can see really good shots. So I've actually got the right-handed Frk on the left side, left-handed Zadina on the right side. Duran is a playmaker in the middle, or actually he's a sniper, but he's got sick hands. So hopefully he can make something happen there. 4th line's not too great. We actually have a player currently on Halifax, Raphael Lavoie, supposed to go like top 15 this year's draft. He's got high top 6 there. Playing with Verana, who I think's over in the Czech league right now. And then Grenier here, I think's over in some other league as well, as a 3rd rounder back in the day. Now, like I was saying, the defense on this team is absolutely horrendous. I think it's the worst defense we've had yet for an alumni team. So top pair there, you got Alexander Picard and Mackenzie Weegar. Mackenzie Weegar is our #1 D-man, is a 77 overall player. Like, he's an okay guy to have in the bottom pair, but he should not be your #1. Like, his role there, yeah, isn't even top 6. It's depth defenseman, but hopefully he can grow there. He does have the top 6 potential, as you can see. Second D pair here, we have Kevin Fitzgerald and Andrew Bondarchuk, 69 and 66 respectively. I mean, those are AHL D-men. And then McIsaac there, another player currently on Halifax. Red Wings drafted him 2nd round last year. Playing with Jersina, who I think is another guy in the Czech league. Or a few of these guys actually might be in the Dell League, which is the German league as well. So, again, the defense, it's not very good. Luckily, our offense is absolutely stacked. Hopefully, it can carry it. Also, we do have a really good goalie net, which should help out with the defense in front of him, and that's J.S. Jaguar. I decided to bring in a retired player just because this team would have been absolutely terrible without him. You guys can let me know in the comments if you want to see me bring back more retired players for these alumni teams. I try not to if there's enough current NHL players to make it, but obviously this team kind of needed him. So 87 overall. I actually went with his alumni rating and hut / his Halifax flashback card rating. They're both 87. So 41 years old, but I gave him elite potential, so should hold his rating for at least this season, hopefully. Right there, you guys can see a quick look at the stats. Drafted by Hartford Whalers, as you can see there, which is actually pretty sick that they do that, because I had to put Carolina, but I put the year drafted, so it switched to Hartford, which is awesome. I didn't know they did that, but yeah, right there's a quick look at his stats. Backing him up there, Zachary Fucale, obviously was supposed to be a lot better than he turned out to be. Second rounder by the Canadiens back in 2013. He's an okay backup goalie, but definitely if he was our starter, like, this team had no chance. In terms of special teams, I'm just relying heavily on that forward group, so I'm trying to play them as much as possible. First power play unit there, you can see I've actually got Hischier with McKinnon and Marchand on the wings, Voracek and Weegar on the defense. Voracek's got a very powerful shot, so having him on the point I think is going to really help us out. Second unit there, Zadina, Duran, Ehlers, Meyer, Picard. Honestly, I think I might even sub out Picard here and go all forwards on the second unit. We'll put Firk in there just because he has a cannon and, like, he is probably better, honestly, than having Picard. Four-man power play there, you can see, like, we're just trying to play the best players. Like, even if they're out of position, I think an 85 overall forward is definitely better than a 60 overall D-man. Now, on penalty kill, I do use the D-man just because the forwards otherwise are going to be so tired, but best forwards are out there. Three-man, you can see McKinnon and Hischier, both fast, pretty solid defensive stats. So, hoping for the best. Hopefully, these guys don't get too tired. I think, like, the top-end forwards all have pretty good endurance. Yeah, like, it looks to be all 85 and up for the most part. Hopefully, this team can make some magic happen again. I'd say the goal for this team is honestly just not finish last. We'll see whether or not they can actually pull that off. Look at the captaincy here. You can see McKinnon, Rock, and the C. Marchand and Voracek are the two alternates. Also show you guys how the breakdown works in terms of the ratings, offense, defense, and goaltending. This team should be pretty funny. I feel like offense should be 90 plus. Defense could be below 80. It probably should be below 80. And then goaltending, probably like 85 or so. It'd definitely be like a different team rating to look at. Alright, so we were pretty close there with our guesses. Offense is 92, so above 90. Defense is 74. One of the lowest defensive ratings I've ever seen. Then goaltending is actually 89, even higher than I thought. I thought Fucale would have brought it down, but apparently not. So, yeah, right there, the stats. Again, the two, like, even though we have Jaguar in net, the fact that we have such a bad defense in front of them is really going to hurt. But you never know. Maybe the offense will just carry this team. Let's find out. Alright guys, we're at the trade deadline here. I'm actually really surprised to see how well this team is doing. As you can see, we are 500 right on, which, like I said, for this team is honestly a miracle. Lowest rated team in the league by far. To be 500, I'm pretty impressed with that. So 28, 28, and 6. We'll see where we are in the standings. Again, the goal was just to not finish last. And yeah, look at that. We're actually a point out of a wild card spot. Oh my god, that's insane. Again, lowest rated alumni team we've ever had, tied with the Erie Otters. 4 overall below the next lowest rated team, and we're somehow in it. Marchand there having a career year, 76 points right now in 62 games. He's already got 51 assists. That is insane. So, we have a chance to make the playoffs. I did not expect that. Let's keep it rolling here and see what happens. So, we're not in the season here, guys. Unfortunately, I don't really think this team's going to be making the playoffs. Finished the record of 36, 39, and 7. So, we played okay after the deadline, but we had to play, like, even better than we already were. And seeing as we were already playing better than I expected us to, obviously, that was probably not going to happen, but still almost finished 500. What is that? 79 points. We shouldn't be last with 79 points. Check here and see exactly where this team finished. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We did not finish last. Second last in the division. We did beat out Detroit, though, by 5 points. And again, they're 4 overall above us, so that's pretty impressive. Marchand as well, 97 points in 82 games. That's awesome. I think that's the highest point total he's ever had in his career. 3 away from 100. That's pretty insane. So how far out of a playoff spot were we? Let me see. Where were the 2 wild cards? Both in Atlantic. Florida there at 90. So we're 11 points out. I mean, not bad, but probably, like, even if we played well, we're still going to miss the playoffs. So we'll see how everyone else did on this team as well. Like, Marchand putting up 97. That is pretty insane. That's one of the higher point totals I've seen with a player. McKinnon 94 is also pretty sick. Voracek 85, so yeah, that top line absolutely went off. After that, no one even put up 50. Zadina, though, 49. 83 overall now as well, so he went up 5 points. That's pretty awesome. Hischier there, 47. Would have liked him to go up a bit more. Duran, 47 as well. Stayed the same. Meyer, 44. I'm assuming probably stayed the same. He did. You got Ehlers there at 40. Like, the second line guys, third line guys, aside from Zadina, really should have done better. Firk there at 38, though, isn't too bad. Weegar there, high-scoring defenseman with 17 points. And obviously, yeah, a lot of the defense aren't too great. McIsaac stayed 64. I'm wondering if, where is he? The one guy had like top 7 potential, Fitzgerald. So he's 67. I think he went up by 1. And we should check, Marchand still an 89. McKinnon still 91. Voracek still 87. I feel like next summer, though, after putting up those seasons, they'll definitely be higher rated. So let's check out the goalies, too. Jaguar there, 26 and 24. It's not too bad. .914 save percentage, 2.72 goals against. That's pretty decent. Didn't drop in rating either, even though he's 41 years old. Fucali there, his stats aren't great. 10 and 17. So, I mean, if Jaguar, we could have ran him the entire season. Maybe that's the difference between playoffs or not. He was a little bit above 500, whereas Fucali was quite a bit below. But I'm very curious to see whether or not we actually have the Art Ross Trophy winner on our team. I don't think we've ever had that. Marchand with 97 points, I think, gives us a good chance. And there we go, we do. Marchand wins the Art Ross Trophy, playing on the Halifax Alumni. That's awesome. McKinnon as well, second in scoring. Even when I have a stack team in franchise mode, I feel like I still never get the Art Ross Trophy winner, so this is pretty awesome. And like I said, I think first time ever for Alumni team. I can see Voracek there, 6th in scoring. As well, our McKinnon outscored the Colorado one by 10 points. Like I was saying, our top line could have been the best line in hockey. Looking at the stats here, I'd say it was. Crosby and Kessel there, that's 2/3 of a Penguins line. You got McKinnon there, but yeah, no, we have 3 of the top 6 scorers, so our line was the best. That is awesome to see. Although we didn't make the playoffs, that's going to be kind of like, you know, the one thing we did win. Plus, we also know we didn't finish last, which is pretty nice. So let's actually see who did finish last. Arizona won the league. Oh my, I guess they really are a wagon. Does Nasty be happy to see that? That is super surprising. Every other team here more or less makes sense, but let's see. Where did we finish the entire NHL? So 27th there, 79 points. We actually tied with the Devils and the Rangers. And speaking of McKinnon on Colorado, they actually finished second last there. The only team below them, the Detroit Red Wings. So, aside from the Red Wings, we just barely like squeaked out of last place. Although, we did have more wins than all those teams, so I guess we do deserve 27th. I was really curious to see, too. So, goals for per game, 2.8. We might have the most in the NHL. Minnesota, almost 3. That's nuts. Never mind. So, what do we have? 3, 4, 5. We had the 7th most. And then, goals against per game, 3.04. We're the second most behind Montreal. I'm not sure how they have the second most goals against per game with Carey Price and net. Goals for, we had 230. Let's see how high that ranks. So pretty much, you know, the same spot. Same with the goals against there. Power play goals, pretty good. 4th in the league, 55. That was just running all of our best players. So, again, yeah, this team played about as well as they could. Unfortunately, we just didn't have a defense. We couldn't keep the puck out of our own net, even though we were scoring like crazy. But again, I'm still happy with how this team performed. Definitely better than I expected. So we'll send through the playoffs here and see if maybe we got like the Hart Trophy or something else. That'd be pretty awesome. And check this out, guys. Draft results are in, and Colorado's picking first overall, but with their own pick. Obviously, we took over for Ottawa, so our pick actually turned out to be 6th. So you're welcome, Ottawa fans. You did not lose Jack Hughes in swapping out for the Halifax Mooseheads there. So I'll show you guys who won the Stanley Cup. All the awards, stuff like that. So, as you can see there, the Columbus Blue Jackets actually are Stanley Cup champions. I mean, right now, they're just hoping to make the playoffs after, you know, going all in there at the trade deadline. I hope they do, though. I'd love, you know, Duchesne to actually get back in the playoffs. I feel so bad for him otherwise. So they went, wow, they swept Penguins, beat Capitals in 7, Bruins in 5, then the Jets there in 5 to win the Stanley Cup. So, not too bad. And now looking at the awards here, obviously, we know we didn't win any of those team awards, but quick little look there. So player awards, Brad Marchand, Art Ross Trophy winner. I still can't believe that. It's so awesome. He also wins the Hart Memorial Trophy. I mean, that makes sense. Our team wasn't very good. He definitely carried it there along with McKinnon. So 2 awards now. Can we get 3? Klingberg there, James Norris. That was the trophy that we had absolutely no chance of winning. Lady Bengals and Nathan McKinnon. So there we go. We get 3 awards. Peterson with the Calder. I mean, Zadina didn't do too bad, but fair play to Peterson. Bobrovsky, Conn Smythe. Ranto with the Vezina, so he must have been a big reason why Arizona did so well this season. Vasilevsky, though, with the William M. Jennings. To Kaiser, Bill Masterson. I guess we maybe could have gotten that. Sometimes you're a bad team, they'll just give it to you. Getzlaff with the Selke. Marchand also got the Ted Lindsay. And Ovechkin then Maurice Richard. So that's pretty awesome. Marchand takes home 3 awards. McKinnon gets 1. Like, I'm very, very happy with that. Again, even though we didn't make the playoffs, still a good year, I think, for the Halifax Mooseheads. Also forgot to show you guys. So in the AHL, the Manitoba Moose actually won the Calder Cup, so I thought that was kind of funny. Mooseheads didn't make the playoffs, but at least, you know, the Moose came through there and won the Calder Cup for us. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, Halifax there doing a lot better than I expected. If you guys have any ideas for other alumni teams I can do, leave a comment letting me know. Also, guys, wanted to apologize again for the Frolunda video. I actually forgot like 4 or 5 players, so very quickly I'm going to show you guys what that new team looks like with those players added and see if they do any better. Basically, the site I was using, it showed guys that were drafted to the NHL when they were on Frolunda, but it just didn't show all the Frolunda alumni. So I realized that, added in I think 4 or 5 players. It actually helped out the team a lot, and we'll see if it's a difference maker. Alright guys, I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. If you haven't checked out the Frolunda alumni team video yet, definitely go and do that first. But as you can see here, they're actually now 90 overall rated. So last time they were at 87, they're up 3. Still have them subbing in here for the Carolina Hurricanes. I believe last time too we were a first round exit at the hand of the Columbus Blue Jackets, who actually just won the Stanley Cup in our Halifax sim, which is kind of crazy. So should do better this time around. I think they were a pretty good team though. Didn't deserve to be a first round exit. And as you guys can see here, team stats is actually now contender for Frolunda. So adding those 4 or 5 players actually changed them from hopeful to contender, as well as, you know, getting that ratings boost from 87 to 90. So players I forgot. Mikhail Bodker there is one. Obviously on the second line, it's a big help. Same with Alex Wenberg there. He was drafted, and then I think a couple years later actually played for Frolunda, so that's why we missed him. Very solid player though, 83 overall there. Low league potential, I'm surprised by that. Honestly, I guess it's pretty fair for him. Look at the season he's having right now. We also added Janmark there and Lehkonen, so like 4 forwards in the middle 6 definitely helps out. I actually kept the first line the same. It played pretty well for us before. On the 4th line here, we actually have Anderson now. I think Stahlberg was actually a 73 as well, but Anderson's younger, so should help us out a bit more. Defense here, decided to switch it up a bit in terms of the lines as well. People are saying they want Dahlin on the top pair with Karlsson, so we'll try that, see if, you know, it makes a difference. Playing with Klingberg here, we actually have Gustafsson, and then also on the bottom pair there, we have Fattenberg. So, what is it? 2 defensemen and 5 forwards, actually. So, 7 players total, although Anderson's the same rating. We'll call it 6. Goalies haven't changed. Also, too, forgot to show you guys, Joel Lundqvist, Henrik's brother, is a scratch player on this team. But I'll start the same here. Just going to sim all the way through and see if this team does better than a first round exit. I feel like they really should. Alright guys, so the season just ended. Finished the record of 42, 30, and 10. So, what is that? 94 points. I think that's around what we had, honestly, the time before without the addition of these new players. So second in the division there behind Washington. Karlsson was our leading scorer, 65 points. It's not a good sign. You'd hope it'd be Duchesne, not Karlsson. But I guess he is the highest rated player on the team. And Duchesne did tie him okay. Klingberg 54, even on the second pair is good. Obviously, playing Dahlin on the top pair, you'd hope to hit him to score more. Johnson 50 up to an 82. That's nice to see as well. Wenberg 50, he's up 1. I guess the guy, like I said, they're really concerned about is Dahlin. He put up 25, up 1 overall, so not too bad. Vesalainen in there, up to an 82. I put up 20 points, so he's going to move to the 3rd line. Actually, he'll move into the 2nd line, okay. So that'll help us for the playoffs for sure. And then goaltending here, obviously the big strength of this team. You got Anderson and Lundqvist. Lundqvist actually a negative record, but identical save percentages there. Anderson there with a bit better of goals against. And you know what, guys? Taking another look at Vesalainen here. He gained 7 overall with only putting up 20 points and playing less than 10 minutes a night. So I played him on the 1st line now with Duchesne and Steen. He should grow even more. Like, I can't believe he actually grew that much. Johnson now moves down to the 2nd line, Bodker to the 3rd, and Janmark to the 4th. So hopefully he plays well up there. I mean, Duchesne 65 points isn't too bad, but definitely could be better. So we'll just sim through these playoffs here. Again, anything better than a first round exit is better than the last team did. So that's really all we have to hope for. We have the Devils here in the 1st round. So I think that's a much better first round matchup than Columbus was for us. So assuming we don't get upset here, we lose the first one 6-0. That's not good. But we do come back there, game number 2. Are you kidding me? So we're down 2-1 here to the Devils. We have such a better team than them. We do win game 4, tied up 2-2. Backs against the wall, game number 7. Lose to the Devils, 2-0. We get shut out. Are you kidding me? So even with those 5 or 6 extra players added, the exact same result. First round exit. That's a joke. And before we end this video, guys, I want to give you a quick look at the awards. As you can see there, Tampa Bay, Stanley Cup champion. Again, no surprise. They pretty much win it like half of the time, honestly, in the first year sim. St. Louis there, President's Trophy winner. Player awards, Sagan there with the Art Ross. Kane, though, with the Hart. Shabbat the James Norris. That's pretty sweet. Kane, Lady Bing, Peterson, Calder. Did we win a single award? I don't think we probably are going to win one. Goudreau with the Selkie. That's very interesting. Best defensive aspects. Goudreau's a sniper. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Kane, Ted Lindsay, and then Ovi there, of course, Demetrius Richard. So an interesting year for sure. Still though, even with the added players, it's a first round exit. It's like it was meant to be, I guess. Team's a good regular season team, but for some reason, with Anderson and Lundqvist both in net, you'd feel like one of them would be hot in the playoffs. You'd run with them, you'd go deep, but unfortunately, back-to-back first-round exits. But I wanted to do that for you guys as I felt really bad missing out on some players. I never want to do that again. I'm going to vow to always triple-check my alumni teams, make sure it doesn't happen. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys as always for watching. If you enjoy it, leave a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more, guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.